You know, Top Gun, the adrenaline-fueled classic that defined the 80s and catapulted its cast into superstardom. But what happened to the fearless pilots and unforgettable characters once the cameras stopped rolling? Did they ride the wave of success, or did life after Top Gun hit them harder than a jet crash? Today, we're diving deep into the lives of the Top Gun cast, then and now. From jaw-dropping transformations to shocking career twists, we'll uncover the secrets Hollywood doesn't want you to know. Did these stars manage to soar higher, or were they grounded by scandals, heartbreak, and the pressures of fame? Get ready to see how the glitz of Top Gun shaped their lives for better or worse. Some reached new heights, while others faded into obscurity, or worse. Who thrived, who struggled, and who disappeared? Buckle up. This is going to be one turbulent ride. 1C, Val Kilmer. Val Kilmer, a star who flew too close to the sun. Val Kilmer, forever etched in history as Tom Iceman Kazansky in Top Gun 1986, once radiated Hollywood charisma with his cocky demeanor and razor-sharp talent. Kilmer's portrayal as Maverick's icy rival was the stuff of legends, solidifying his place in 80s pop culture. Yet beyond the cockpit, Kilmer's life unfolded like a Shakespearean drama. His career soared with The Doors' 1991 and Batman Forever 1995. But rumors of tension on set due to his intense method acting surfaced. Once deemed a perfectionist, was Kilmer too much for Hollywood to handle? The whispers persisted, hinting at a man both brilliant and difficult. His enigmatic personal life also kept fans guessing. Divorced from actress Joanne Whalley, Kilmer navigated parenthood and fame under intense scrutiny. Then came the devastating twist, throat cancer. Diagnosed in 2014, Kilmer underwent a tracheostomy, losing his iconic voice. Fans gasped when he returned for Top Gun Maverick 2022, where his silent but emotional performance mirrored his real-life resilience. Today, cancer-free, Kilmer channels his energy into art and writing, embracing spirituality. But is he content with his quieter life, or does he yearn for the glory days? 2. Tom Cruise. Maverick's sky-high legacy. But at what cost? Tom Cruise, the man who made Maverick a household name in Top Gun 1986, hasn't just stayed in Hollywood, he's dominated it. After skyrocketing to fame as the cocky U.S. naval aviator, Cruise's career took flight with Mission Impossible and iconic films like Rain Man and Jerry Maguire. His return as Maverick in Top Gun Maverick 2022 soared to over $1 billion worldwide, proving he's far from being just a nostalgic figure. But let's get real. Cruise's life has been anything but smooth sailing. His ties to Scientology have kept the media buzzing for years. Remember the infamous Oprah couch jump in 2005? That and his controversial views on psychiatry only deepened the divide between fans and critics. And who could forget the headlines surrounding his divorce from Katie Holmes in 2012? Many say Scientology played a role. Was it just the price of fame? Today, Cruise is still a relentless perfectionist, performing his own stunts, but not without some signs of aging, though his charm still holds strong. His private life has taken a quieter turn, yet he continues to defy Hollywood expectations, both on screen and off. But at what personal cost? Can Cruise really escape the shadow of his past? Barry Tubb, the Wolfman's legacy in Top Gun, a controversial return. Barry Tubb, best known for playing Leonard Wolfman Wolf in Top Gun 1986, was a key member of the elite Navy squadron flying under the call sign Wolfman. In the film, Wolfman was Hollywood's Rio, radar intercept officer, who stuck by his side even during the intense final battle with the MiG-28s. His character was pivotal in the movie's aerial action, providing support to Hollywood's dangerous maneuvers. Although Wolfman's role wasn't as front and center as Maverick or Iceman, Tubbs' portrayal of a reliable, skilled pilot resonated with fans of the franchise. But what happened to Barry Tubb after the glory of Top Gun? While he had a respectable career appearing in projects like Mask, 1985, The Legend of Billie Jean, 1985, and later in TV shows like Lonesome Dove and Friday Night Lights, he never quite hit the blockbuster heights of his co-stars. However, it's clear that Top Gun has stayed with him, as evidenced by his 2022 lawsuit against Paramount Pictures. Tubb alleged that his image used in a behind-the-scenes shot from the original was unauthorizedly altered and featured in Top Gun Maverick, an action he felt violated his legacy. Behind the scenes, Tubbs' life has been quieter, with fewer headlines and no major public controversies. But was this just the calm before a storm of unresolved issues with the franchise? Fans are left questioning. Did Top Gun truly launch Tubbs' career? Or was it just another stepping stone? And why the legal battle years later? Could it be that Wolfman's legacy is more complicated than we ever thought? Tom Skerritt. Tom Skerritt, Wiper's journey after Top Gun, the truth about his legacy. After Top Gun, 1986, Tom Skerritt, who portrayed the iconic commander Mike Wiper Metcalf, continued to build an impressive career, but in a more understated way compared to his co-stars. Known for his role as the experienced Top Gun instructor, Wiper was a guiding force for Maverick, imparting hard truths about the young aviator's father. Skerritt's portrayal of a war-hardened veteran added gravitas to the film, and his character's mentorship was vital to Maverick's growth. In the years following Top Gun, Skerritt became synonymous with authoritative and wise roles, appearing in films such as Alien, 1979, and A River Runs Through It, 1992. His career expanded into television, starring in series like Picket Fences, 1992-1996, which earned him an Emmy Award. Despite his varied career, Skerritt's post-Top Gun life remained quieter than his high-profile counterparts, keeping his personal and professional life relatively private. However, it wasn't always smooth sailing for the veteran actor. While Skerritt has always been well respected in Hollywood, his role in Top Gun has remained a cornerstone of his legacy, with fans constantly revisiting his moments of wisdom as Wiper. But behind the scenes, did Skerritt struggle with the same kind of fame and scrutiny that plagued other 80s icons? Is there a hidden side to Wiper's legacy that the public doesn't know? In recent years, Skerritt has maintained a dignified career, appearing in smaller films and continuing to work in TV. But given his past roles, does he reflect on those days as a Hollywood legend with regret? Or was Top Gun just a stepping stone in a larger, quieter legacy? And what is the true story behind Wiper's guidance to Maverick about Duke Mitchell's death? Fans still wonder if Skerritt's character held secrets that never made it to the big screen. Rick Rossovich. Rick Rossovich. From Top Gun to A Quiet Life in Sweden. Rick Rossovich, famously known for his role as Ron Slider Kerner in Top Gun 1986, captured the essence of a cocky yet loyal wingman to Val Kilmer's Iceman. His character, much like Iceman, was known for his sharp skills and brash personality. Together, they took down a MiG-28 in the iconic final engagement of the movie, cementing Slider's place in Top Gun history. Although Rossovich didn't make a return in Top Gun Maverick 2022, he has often reflected on his time as Slider, imagining a life for his character as a commercial airline pilot in the years after his military career. Following Top Gun, Rossovich's career didn't quite soar in the same way as Tom Cruise's, but he enjoyed steady work in films like Roxanne, 1987, and Navy SEALs, 1990. He also appeared on TV with a notable role in ER and in Pacific Blue, a popular police drama from the late 90s. However, after a few years in Hollywood, Rossovich decided to step away from the limelight and move to Sweden, where he embraced a quieter, more private family life. Today, Rossovich remains proud of his Top Gun legacy, though his personal decision to leave acting has kept him away from the public eye. While he may not have reached the same fame as some of his co-stars, his contribution to the film and the role of Slider in the Top Gun universe remains significant. Anthony Edwards, from Goose to Hollywood's heartfelt hero. Anthony Edwards, known for his role as Laurent, Nick, Goose, Bradshaw in Top Gun 1986, became a household name for his portrayal of Maverick's level-headed radar intercept officer. Goose wasn't just the comedic relief, but the grounded, family-oriented counterpart to Tom Cruise's reckless Maverick. He brought heart to the film, balancing Maverick's daring spirit with a sense of responsibility and depth. Tragically, Goose's death in the film remains one of the most emotional moments in cinematic history, marking a pivotal moment in the narrative. After Top Gun, Edwards transitioned to a long-lasting career in television, with his most notable role being Dr. Mark Green in ER 1994-2002. His portrayal of the compassionate doctor earned him widespread acclaim and made him one of the faces of one of the most successful medical dramas in TV history. He also appeared in films like Reckless 1984 and Pet Sematary 2 1992, but his enduring fame remains tied to his roles in both Top Gun and ER. While Edwards was never at the center of scandals like some of his co-stars, he has kept a relatively private life. He has been outspoken about the impact of fame on his personal life, particularly during the height of his ER success. These days, Edwards has taken a step back from acting, but continues to make occasional appearances, leaving fans nostalgic for the beloved Goose. Meg Ryan, Carol Bradshaw, Meg Ryan's legacy beyond Top Gun. Meg Ryan's portrayal of Carol Bradshaw in Top Gun 1986 is a significant but often understated role in the film. As the supportive wife of
will
Nick
combine
Goose
the visual
Bradshaw,
and video
Carol's character
materials,
provides a grounded,
voiceovers,
emotional
along with sound
anchor
and visual.
amidst the high-flying drama of fighter pilots. Carol's brief but poignant moments, particularly as a mother to young Bradley after the tragic death of Goose, highlight her strength and resilience. At the time of filming, Ryan was just 24 years old, and though her role in Top Gun wasn't as prominent as others, it was pivotal to the film's emotional depth. Ryan became one of Hollywood's leading romantic comedy stars in the late 80s and 90s, with iconic roles in films such as When Harry Met Sally, 1989, Sleepless in Seattle, 1993, and You've Got Mail, 1998. These roles cemented her as America's sweetheart, loved for her charming and relatable screen presence. However, after her career peaked, Ryan experienced a decline in public visibility. She stepped away from acting, focusing on family and personal growth. Her return to the screen as a director in 2015 with Ithaca was met with interest, but didn't spark a major comeback. In recent years, Ryan has faced media scrutiny, particularly regarding her changing appearance. Speculation about cosmetic surgery has been rampant, though Ryan has not confirmed any procedures. Despite this, she has expressed acceptance of aging, emphasizing the value of wisdom over youthful looks. Ryan's personal life, including her high-profile marriages and adoption of her daughter, Daisy True, from China, has largely been kept private in recent years. Today, while Ryan doesn't often seek the limelight, she remains a respected figure in Hollywood, especially for her contributions to romantic comedies. Her journey reflects a shift from a beloved starlet to a private, introspective individual, embracing both the joys and challenges that come with aging. Whip Hubley. Hollywood Lieutenant Rick Nevin, Whip Hubley's career after Top Gun. Whip Hubley's portrayal of Lieutenant Rick Hollywood Nevin in Top Gun 1986 made him a memorable part of the film's ensemble cast. As a talented yet cocky naval aviator, Hollywood's character contributed to the light-hearted yet intense atmosphere of the fighter-pilot drama. Despite his standout role, Hubley's post-Top Gun career didn't soar as high as some of his co-stars like Tom Cruise or Val Kilmer. After Top Gun, Hubley appeared in various TV shows and films, including Further Tales of the City, 2001, and guest spots on CSI Miami. However, his roles in these projects didn't reach the same level of iconic status as his time in Top Gun. He also appeared in smaller roles in films such as Drones, 2013, but his career trajectory seemed to slow down after his initial fame. Choosing a quieter life away from the spotlight, Hubley shifted focus to his family and personal life. He has been married to Dinah Minot, a former Saturday Night Live producer since 1988, and they have 3 children together. In recent years, he has worked in construction, living in Santa Monica, California. Hubley has largely stayed out of the public eye, avoiding social media and embracing a more private lifestyle. While his career didn't sustain the same level of fame as some other Top Gun actors, Hubley's choice to step away from Hollywood and enjoy family life reflects a personal decision that many would consider a success. He seems content with his quieter life, finding fulfillment away from the entertainment industry's glare. Michael Ironside. Lieutenant Commander Rick Jester, Heatherly. Michael Ironside's career after Top Gun. Michael Ironside's portrayal of Lieutenant Commander Rick Jester, Heatherly in Top Gun, 1986, as a tough, no-nonsense flight instructor, left a lasting impression on audiences. His role as an authority figure guiding the next generation of pilots showcased his commanding presence, which would define much of his career afterward. After Top Gun, Ironside became a prominent figure in Hollywood, known for his ability to play tough, intimidating characters. Some of his key roles included characters in Total Recall, 1990, Free Willy, 1993, and Starship Troopers, 1997. He also played memorable roles in X-Men First Class, 2011, and voiced characters in animated series like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 2016. These performances helped cement his reputation as a versatile character actor, capable of thriving in both film and television across multiple genres. However, Ironside's relationship with Top Gun producer Jerry Bruckheimer became strained after he turned down a project from him over a decade ago. This fallout led to Ironside not being invited to reprise his role in Top Gun Maverick, 2022. Ironside confirmed in interviews that the souring of his professional relationship with Bruckheimer was the likely reason for his absence in the sequel, despite his enduring popularity with fans. In the years following Top Gun, Ironside focused more on television and voice acting, continuing to work regularly. While he never reached the level of fame of Top Gun stars like Tom Cruise, Ironside's career remained steady, and he is recognized for his continued contributions to both film and TV. His personal life, much like his professional one, remains relatively private, with no significant controversies overshadowing his work. Ironside's career reflects his resilience in adapting to a constantly evolving industry, continuing to find success in roles that play to his strengths as a tough, authoritative figure. Linda Ray Juergens. Linda Ray Juergens, life after Top Gun and her career. Linda Ray Juergens is best known for her brief but memorable role as Mrs. Metcalf, the wife of Commander Mike Viper Metcalf, in the 1986 blockbuster Top Gun. While her role was minor, she was part of the iconic film that propelled many of its cast members to fame. Juergens' performance may not have been as high profile as the main stars, but she contributed to the overall dynamic of the film. After Top Gun, Juergens continued to act, though she primarily appeared in smaller roles in both film and television. Her other notable project was the 1988 TV series Probe. She also appeared in The Unhealer 2020, marking her continued presence in the entertainment industry despite not achieving A-list stardom. Throughout her career, Juergens balanced acting with stunt work, maintaining a steady but low-profile presence in Hollywood. Born on December 18, 1946 in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Linda Ray Juergens married Ronald James Garland in 1988, and they have been together ever since. She has largely kept her personal life private, avoiding media attention and controversies. This preference for privacy has contributed to her quieter post-Hollywood life. While she remains fondly remembered for her role in Top Gun, Juergens has not sought to capitalize on her brief moment of fame. Instead, she has lived a fulfilling life outside the public eye, focusing on her personal commitments and maintaining a consistent but low-key career. Clarence Gilliard Jr. Clarence Gilliard Jr., from Hollywood star to educator and mentor. Clarence Gilliard Jr. is fondly remembered for his roles in Top Gun, 1986, as Sundown, Die Hard, 1988, as Theo, and Walker, Texas Ranger, 1993-2001, as Jimmy Trevette. His career spanned both television and film in the 1980s and 1990s, where he became a beloved figure in the action genre. However, after finding success in Hollywood, Gilliard chose to shift his focus towards teaching and academia. In 2006, Gilliard transitioned from acting to become a theater professor at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. This decision marked a turning point in his life as he wanted to nurture young talent and have a more lasting, positive impact. Gilliard also found solace and strength in his Catholic faith after battling personal struggles, including alcohol and sexual addiction. His conversion to Catholicism became central to his life and career, which he described as a form of prayer and a way to spread positivity. Though he left Hollywood, Gilliard occasionally returned to acting, including a brief return in a 2021 Die Hard commercial. He passed away in 2022 at the age of 66, leaving behind a lasting legacy in both film and education. His journey of personal redemption and professional reinvention continues to inspire others, proving that it is possible to overcome challenges and find purpose beyond fame. James Tolkan. James Tolkan. From tough authority figures to stage legend. James Tolkan is best known for his portrayal of the no-nonsense Commander Stinger in Top Gun 1986, a role that helped solidify his place as one of Hollywood's quintessential tough
along
guys.
with sound and visual.
His commanding presence also shone in Back to the Future as Mr. Strickland, the stern principal. While these roles cemented his status in Hollywood, Tolkan always preferred the stage to film. He had a strong theatrical career, performing in plays like Glengarry Glen Ross and Wait Until Dark, where his acting skills were truly allowed to shine. Tolkan's path to acting was unconventional. Before he became a celebrated actor, he served in the U.S. Navy, worked as a cattle truck driver, and spent time reconnecting with his estranged father. Determined to pursue his dreams, he moved to New York with only $75 to his name, studied theater at the University of Iowa, and eventually found himself on Broadway. Despite his iconic roles in films like Top Gun and Back to the Future, Tolkan was not enamored with Hollywood. He often expressed that he felt more at home in the intimate and challenging environment of live theater. Still, he praised his Top Gun co-stars, particularly Tom Cruise, for their future stardom. Now in his 90s, Tolkan has largely retired from acting and enjoys a quieter life, reflecting on a career that saw him rise from humble beginnings to become a respected figure in both film and theater. Adrian Pasdar. Adrian Pasdar's role as Lieutenant Charles Chipper in Top Gun 1986 was brief but memorable. He was one of the Top Gun graduates seen at the graduation ceremony where he asked Sundown about Maverick's whereabouts. Despite being a relatively minor character, Chipper's youthful enthusiasm and presence contributed to the dynamic group of aviators at the Top Gun school. At the time of filming, Pasdar was just 21, showcasing his early acting talent in this action-packed film. Today at 55, Pasdar's role remains a part of Top Gun's cultural legacy, though he has become better known for his later TV work, especially in Heroes and Agents of SHIELD. Pasdar's acting career flourished in the 2000s, particularly with his standout role as Nathan Petrelli in Heroes, a role that made him a household name. However, his post-Heroes career didn't see him maintain leading man status in the same way as some of his co-stars. Instead, he appeared in supporting roles and voice acting, including work in Marvel animated series. In addition to his acting, Pasdar's personal life attracted significant media attention. His marriage to Natalie Maines, lead singer of the Dixie Chicks, lasted for 2 decades before their public divorce in 2017, which included disputes over finances. Despite this, Pasdar's resilience has kept him a notable figure in Hollywood, even as his career has slowed in recent years. John Stockwell. John Stockwell, from Top Gun wingman to filmmaker extraordinaire, and John Stockwell, known for his role as Lieutenant Bill Cougar Cortell in Top Gun 1986, made a lasting impression as Maverick's emotional wingman. Cougar's breakdown after a near miss with a MiG and his decision to resign marked a pivotal moment in the film, amplifying the high-stakes tension of the opening sequence. Though his screen time was brief, Stockwell's portrayal of the weary aviator contributed significantly to the film's intensity. After Top Gun, Stockwell transitioned from acting to directing and writing. His career behind the camera included successes such as Cheaters, 2000, Crazy, Beautiful, 2001, and Blue Crush, 2002. These films showcased his talents in storytelling with a focus on character-driven narratives and emotional depth. Stockwell's pivot to directing allowed him to explore his creative passion while maintaining a lower public profile. Stockwell has lived a relatively private life, avoiding the spotlight that often accompanies Hollywood fame. Today, he enjoys a quieter existence, occasionally working on projects that capture his interest, and his evolution from actor to filmmaker underscores his versatility in the entertainment industry. Tim Robbins, from Top Gun to Hollywood icon and activist. Tim Robbins, best known for his unforgettable role in The Shawshank Redemption, 1994, began his career with smaller roles, including his brief but notable appearance in Top Gun, 1986, as Lieutenant Sam Merlin Wells, the Radar Intercept Officer, RIO, to Lieutenant Bill Cougar Cortell. While Robbins' role in Top Gun wasn't the breakout moment of his career, it helped lay the foundation for his rise in Hollywood. Post-Top Gun, Robbins' career soared, with standout performances in Dead Man Walking, 1995, which he also directed, and Mystic River, 2003, which won him an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Known for his activism, Robbins became a vocal advocate for human rights, war opposition, and environmental causes. His views, though controversial at times, did not overshadow his incredible talent. Robbins' personal life has also been in the spotlight, particularly his long-term relationship with actress Susan Sarandon, with whom he shares 2 children. However, after 23 years together, they separated in 2009. He later married Graciela Brancusi, but their marriage ended in 2021. Despite the public nature of his relationships, Robbins has kept much of his personal struggles private, focusing on his creative work and advocacy efforts. Tim Robbins' career and life reflect both his dedication to acting and his commitment to social causes. His success in Hollywood, combined with his activism, has cemented him as one of the most respected figures in the entertainment industry. Kelly McGillis, The Untold Story of Charlotte Blackwood. From Top Gun to A Hidden Life, away from the spotlight. Kelly McGillis, known for her iconic role as Charlotte Charlie Blackwood in Top Gun 1986, led a career marked by both fame and personal struggles. Though her role as Maverick's love interest catapulted her into the spotlight, McGillis's journey after the film is a tale of resilience and reinvention. After Top Gun, she sought a quieter life, shifting focus from Hollywood stardom to stage performances and indie
will
films.
Combine the visual and video
Her career
materials,
post-Top Gun never reached the
voiceovers,
same heights,
along with
but her
sound
personal
and visual.
battles were far more intense. Having survived traumatic experiences, including a violent attack and struggles with substance abuse, McGillis turned to therapy and sobriety. She later came out as a lesbian in 2009, an unexpected revelation given her previous marriages to men. Though she faced public backlash for not returning for Top Gun, Maverick 2022, she remained unapologetic, acknowledging the industry's ageism and her own decision to focus on personal well-being. And now living a private life in North Carolina, McGillis is content with her role as a grandmother and her involvement in recovery programs, far removed from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Her story is one of overcoming trauma, defying industry standards, and finding peace in a quiet, private life. As we say goodbye to the iconic Top Gun cast, it's clear that their stories don't end where the credits rolled. Hollywood is a place of soaring highs and devastating lows, where fame can either build legends or break lives. But what about the stars who lit up our childhood? The faces we grew up idolizing from beloved series and movies? In our next video, we'll take you on a nostalgic journey through the lives of childhood stars, their meteoric rises, heartbreaking falls, and the secrets they thought would never be uncovered. From stars who left us too soon to shocking truths about the industry, these stories will make you see Hollywood in a whole new light. Are you ready to dive into the untold scandals and bittersweet memories of the stars who shaped our youth? Stay tuned. The truth behind the Hollywood dream is darker than you think.